controversy that was recently generated by SNIT's efforts to offload non-performing assets in its hotel portfolio. It is my understanding that the transaction that was aborted represented the only occasion in recent history of SNIT that external investors sought to invest in SNIT's holdings. All of us need to be measured when it comes to making decisions and pronouncements that would affect the long-term interests of pensioners. Ladies and gentlemen, over the past 7 years, government has consistently engaged in dialogue with trade unions to resolve industrial disputes amicably. This has fostered a stable industrial environment necessary for the implementation of government policies and programs, which in turn attract investment and boost economic growth. The preference for social dialogue over strike actions is commendable, as it promotes peace, social cohesion, and mutual respect and trust. We must take advantage of this relationship and form stronger partnerships that enable trade unions to exercise their power for the benefit of all. Despite the challenges facing our nation, it is natural for trade unions to advocate for better conditions of service for their members. As a government, we ask only for moderation, taking into account global events and their impact on our local economies. Additionally, trade unions should play a proactive role in shaping the future of work. The rise of automation, artificial intelligence, and the gig economy represents both opportunities and challenges. Unions should advocate for policies that ensure these technological advancements do not lead to job losses or increased inequality. Instead, they should push for initiatives that promote upskilling and reskilling, ensuring the workforce is prepared for the jobs of the future. Another critical area where trade unions can make a significant impact is in promoting gender equality and inclusion. Women constitute a substantial portion of the workforce, yet they often face discrimination, lower wages, and limited opportunities for advancement. Trade unions should champion the cause of gender equality, pushing for equal pay for equal work, anti-discrimination policies, and support for working mothers, including maternity leave and childcare facilities. And it is in this respect that I welcome the passage by Parliament recently of the Affirmative Action Act.
Abidjan for mamu most of the United Television and ne ukwada anopei osana bosomeda etoso eduonu bako enkakra na cheso no so okwa enono nonso no de enya abo eda so pepepe yeto ade chenshoma adwumadie ni so ede amamoa na chese the one krata abedwaso no emunsem ne de bremu yewia yedi apomuden komo beba na afi abedwafo abansem no de na edi akotene wo mu pa won krata ni mu no na eno nso ya dwendwen ho na nyame CETAG for no awotese ne eye owura maso obunu edi nkomo afi de strike no wonum enya atwe asensan nanso ayeti se advert bi no wosenhye kakra esan ewo akiri ntie ne no ye ne ombekọ akodi nkomo na ya hwesen update ben ene wo ho peace council sesra no wo sere de asie bia ndc amanyuku no emano enkona yenkopem enkoye ni menhwehwe Ghana asomdwe ndc said da de wahunu bi pen wo hunu bi biem enti no omonso de omo conditions chairman da sugina baby ogina say this woman say nipa ye womu ye no womu ekunkum saafo no ye de woma ekogina mra nanim afi safi kra omo de omo sa be hyenkrata se asomdwe nkrata gise ne posi panimfo de onsa hyase bi abato abedwa komu wo mabobobo mambo nyuma ko bi mo musomfo mo nsa hyase bi ne ehu se ne wo mani abre asemsi a ye kwakobisa saafo na nye sa paadia ene wo mo enforget kra agudie mu nsem mo ho na no de ye be kwa agudie mu comfort se kwa me bongo ho ye sin nsem bi pie free no All African Games no say minister call PAC Public Accounts Committee or say oh GBC ye tue on be say $2.5 million to say $3 million. GBC deputy director say yen yeah 1.5 million 2.5 to say $3 million $105,000. Sa Kwame Machin.
Oba Maya, mejo so.
Na ho te san.
A perfect lady.
A perfect man. Na me da say. Na it is a the king kind is a minister no Public Accounts Committee o kasa.
Sa no kan.
Okay, what's saying 2.5 million and $3 million.
$3 million.
$3 million for the Nkwana omutia
BBC. TV production.
Okay.
For coverage of the African Games.
Okay.
Some your production.
Okay.
That's it.
Production Nkwa.
Okay. Ye chairman crofo ahwe ne ade nyina it's involved. Say production him fidie. And say ye event we ni ye so munya camera say be cover ni nyina the same time.
No problem.
That's it.
For such services na BBC
render be cover ni nyina ka ho bi.
Then after deputy DG or GBC so say $105,000.
So no.
Okay.
On that no company be there.
Okay.
Person we production no. So that's it. Now according to sports ministry no companies me ensa no mo gi omutum. But the udima kotenpa no GBC.
Okay.
GBC na overall because according to ministry let omo dey aba no. Na che say pese Ghana me to African Ghana station
yen to mother station yen na ye GBC aboa yen let ye between edumo de enya yen dreams GBC
yes into GBC total amount credit you are doing here $3.6 million
sa no money GBC for idea
yes according to ministry let omo de aba.
Oh, okay. After the letters.
Yes, minister.
GBC deputy director no be can say 105,000 letter be ya na. My chronology of events, you know.
Okay. According to ministry, no.
Okay.
The kind a buy and say, on my local organizing committee receiving proposals.
Okay.
On person with production. Yes. Now, a bimu the buy proposal, and I say in the excess of $6 million. A broso. And I said to build local capacity. Say yanka say memu your companies they bet me ashemu no metimi ye dwumadenti no. And the farmer GBC.
Nana GBC no. Now
I'm say GBC quotation and I work from. I'm sure I'm the abanya GBC there na there work from.
Okay.
And now just no yeah about $3.6 million. That was the amount agreed.
Okay.
Between the local organizing committee, the sports ministry, and GBC.
Okay.
And according to ministry and GBC agreement, and I say from the total amount, $2.5 million was paid directly to GBC.
2.5 million.
$2.5 million. No mutuama GBC directly. And no chemu.
Okay.
They did come to $1 million.
Okay.
13th March 2024, the date crack on.
Okay.
No $1 million.
Okay.
Emma GBC. Okay. According to letter ministry, sports ministry, they are no.
Okay.
13th March 2024, my GBC $1 million. And the 22nd May 2024, Omusama GBC $1.5 million.
It's a bar no 2.5.
2.5. And I'm say another $1 million. And so I'm third parties. They're like omo GBC no me adwuma say GBC nko a as mfidie ni ade na say GBC ehia emwa na me ka say three companies
omo contract ni na wo mu say omo na betua ma third parties na say omo tua GBC ka aha ntiti say GBC fa UTV person fa obefa free GBC wo nti GBC ni UTV na work contract
agreement
enya ministry
yes
nti sa no say ye tua ka say ye betua GBC ka say okay ye ne mo aka say ye betua mo 3.5 mo 3.5 ni nie na GBC gi a na ne UTV gi wo de asumasi TV gi wo de Obentin radio gi wo de ana
almost some take according to ministry no almost instruction
okay
if GBC ho say no mutua $1 million no $1 million third parties
for no
GBC for na
third party for no the omo
so far the I think say omo
third party
yes
because I say ni na waka cha yen say omo buy no omo de no bo edin e boro so be $6 million nti GBC na na quotation no wo form nti enti asie mu no ye di mu nkomo ye chibade okenkan nti enti asie mu no GBC pe na wo contract
yes
nti every buy na third parties for ni be mu
also GBC egi to mu say omehia third party to assist them. So I say
okay. Okay. But third party no more. Nti Breben na GBC deputy DJ no so abeka say dey nya asika bebrebe.
Enro ya no so the letter by.
Eno say dey.
Eno no so asem o kan say on say the letter wa heading payment for Africa Games and to technicians.
Okay.
Nti director no so enchire mo de aba.
Okay.
Professor Amin Al-Hassan, Director General, the GBC.
Director General,
yes, Director
General.
Director General,
okay.
For GBC.
Okay.
Yeah. Professor Amin Al-Hassan.
I know, say.
What's this? Sika munya no. Onukado cheche mu. Also, the following organizations were responsible for the technical production.
Okay.
So
they could be the third parties.
The PGS.
Okay.
Quality Media Production (SL). Okay. And the production room TPR okay. Boy.
It is three way PGS and quality ni TPR.
Yes.
Okay.
And also total made for the games GBC only entitled to $105,000. And na ministry no etuama GBC.
Tinsesa no. Ti dia aka no wa kire say nti dia kai.
O si 3 million no ministry ko tun chasa no wadwiri no omo eyam oh GBC fund say eyam wanwa because $105,000 enu chasa $100,000 o near the $5,000 account enu $200,000 enu $300,000 enu for na ko do $1 million po na ministry so mo tua $3 million.
Ministry so me ma date too.
Me ma date.
Somewhere in March.
Yes, so we tua $1 million. When you Director General GBC o, ono ankasa na assign. Nti no pay dey say production mo ko GBC.
What can say?
Yes, so mo ko GBC. Na sports, your first sports ministry.
Yes. Try.
Minister PO, PRO ho no mo.
Because statement ni me enu ni boy bra.
Conflicting. Because GBC ni etu esika no more. Almost come and say $105,000.
Ministry so specific. Date say ye ma say. Date say ye ma say.
Minister called Public Accounts Committee and him ko the same thing. Into one e twa ntro, one e ka no kre.
Public Accounts Committee dey no na me hwa me tie ye. Nti me say na no hu na nim a all can you say statement. How much na the statement.
Omo the statement aba nra. Say GBC for the omo dey buy no. No say dey be.
Enchiremu bi obabi SS.
Because Uncle Pastor GBC whole Director General so be ka say ye tua e be $2.5 million amame. No say amame $105,000.
Na kwa accounts onim no wo kasa.
Oh, Director General so onim.
Sawo.
Hyper na bi adwum ha. Na ye tua bia na ye managing director for Adekye so onim.
So onim.
Nwa. Enti asem ne de ewo de owo. Nwa na betisase me.
Officer for grants out of the Ghanaian publishers need pays 3.2 billion Ghana cedis to contribute as launches mobile service week. Local government minister demands timely completion of project, and regional ministers Lord Drip IWMI warns of severe drought in Ghana. That's if we've not started saying that already. Drama in court over stolen goats. The Insight Electricity government set to reintroduce IMF imposed 15% VAT on power. The Chronicle officially stamped government approves gifted and talented education policy for students. DRIP initiative laws in Western Volta UW regions. Then President Akufo-Addo commenced it for 230 million Ghana cedis surplus. And I know about power nature say inti say Senate take decision say major padie bi me investment ni say me investment ni say ya ye nsusun kasa yenyi wo mu ni so mbetumi aye adwuma no ka bia ma ye ehwa na apadiefo no adwumayefo no omo nhia mudi asema mpaniko kasa no omo baby ejina na ejina ye de ye say baby ejina na ejina say snitch na nkra ne ye pese ye ya nkase ye manage ya ade ye adwumayefo dia nti enura omo hia mudi na ekoso wo Pentecost Convention Center wo gomwa fete honom no omo asema omo kan ne say ni nyina yate na eno so ma yen TUC na chese organized labor no ye nyai se o ye pese ye nso ya no bin mu e wo sin tujuma dia na ya nkasa ye manage fund no ti eno so ye nkomo a ekoso ho. Daily Dispatch: 4 ways Bawumia intends to improve Ghana's healthcare service. And then over a 10-year period, remittances generated $28.6 billion, cocoa $18.7 billion, and gold $7.6 billion annually, meaning that remittances are new gold and cocoa and not the traditional ones we know. Can NDC win all the 15 seats in the Upper East? Daily Post: NPP manifesto is hopeless, just job for the boys, says NDC Pro Forum USA. Bawumia's boy Mustafa Yusuf implicated in missing $2.89 million scandal. NDC supporters in Afram Plains not told to ignore Beli Wolase because he's working against Mahama and the NDC. Daily Guide: Cabinet approves GATE education policy. Government will not jeopardize workers' future. Nana tells TUC. FDA protecting public interest, not targeting businesses. And 22-year-old Ghanaian kills parents in UK. Krachina yesi owo ne ma mi sika ma ne ma mi wu atoyem wa ewo Manchester ho baby no. Ne papa ni nua ba no anu omo da hospital omo so owo omo sika yesi ne papa ni so awu. Ya Baptist elder no yesi onu so ewu enra na me for mu currency. The new crusading guide: Minister tightens news around GSCSP project, demands urgency, warns there will be no room for delays or requests for contract extensions in Western and Central regions. Youth and Sports Ministry clarifies amounts paid to GBC. Oma clarify kwa me ahwe me enhwe enna me cheche and yes clarification we dey kwasi ko no ogina nkwantia
date omutua
anti gise randi hwehwe GBC for ne bra. Daily Graphic: remittances fetch $28 billion in 10 years. Experts call for measures to leverage inflow. President laws trade unions for industrial harmony. Cabinet approves gifted talented education. And then last but not the least, Ghanaian Times: Ghana's population to hit 53 million by 2050. Population experts predict. Nationwide voter exhibition takes off, records low turnout on day 1. Omo atoaso abato abedweko no eguso a omo hwe se yebekọ ne akọhwe enwoma nimu na yehu se yedi ewom kọhwe enwoma no awudin wom no wo fa ya sapon bo ne nwom se wuntumi nkọ a dial star 711 star 51 hash star 711 star 51 hash o dial ya udi prompt na beba na chi a ubetumi de acheke ehun se udin wom bibia e pepepe inti details a wona nte kwa ubetumi aye no se bibi nti wuntimi nkwa but fanasem here. Government receives applause for drip initiative as regions receive equipment for road improvement, and cabinet approves gifted and talented education policies. I wish for way any enkrata no ebreno konti no an says ka for the changes see on introduction be said they watu ne boase ne di support so yi die eni na chese kwan ni mu atene akana na hima oba hima afiache esiedu na aka no nti onu gi ni intro yi a waje awie dia eni na chese eno a yenkonko a efia mache enu ya oya na ho te se efifo nso e obi a ho ye na so nyame adom mesume ho eden sisi kwabrafo de nyame ase pa ya so ya be die ne yaba nti
atare no fatawo efe pa efe
unya no mame kakra
odasi
mo What count for me, my dad? What count for me, my dad? See, how ya na me koye bibi pe. As if say ya wo ha bongo. Obia de kra nya me ate te se koje amoate. No dia ba leave bongo. Allow bongo. De bongo. Bongo so nye. So ye oni pa mi mo wi ase asa. Enti na Bible kan say me bobo ni for ni jiji wo amfi no.
Te se wan na jiji wo.
Wonu ni kwa mi bongo. Efi a oni pa bi wo ha. Oba jiji wo a no apre watum. Ono de obeye no obi e. Enti unya somu na ubufu na afepeti eh una wonye nti ene motivation no ukoi obi be sheda jijuwa apa oye oni pa bi se adwuma mu na wo sa ware de bia ukunu ne ma bi obeye no ukọ kapeti eh oba ukasa ware ho dodo but also na woni nipa ne tifie na woni ne onye adwuma mu na woni obi wo ne ne ye bi obeye no otimi prewutum no watwe ne ho but ukọ kapeti udiebo dia wuye enye se yesuku mu ankwala mu di agrobe no obi di kan no aprew no watwe ne ho nti wo no bam teacher who ya say wo no wabu obi no twa wo ma watwe waso
esku aye bi pen no
obi aye
bi pen wo na yenyi no ko se me ya akwala no me ye sa abofra me nyiye no me ye so open but on a serious no bongo de ne ne kwan bonus just that ama me sa ayun kran hye se me say yenyi na ye fanya adisua de say edrubre bi a buwani gu niema bi so waye wo mu se bɔ me ba ko bɔ mu mienu de nanso me de obenya anka bɔ me na kura mfi enipa ni bi agegefo
asem
wo hyeda eno wo ye efise onimu se obema no certain reaction bi na odi aka se manka nti me mo wo mo kwan me enka se manka wan kasa you can read between the lines de nipa yi de o ye as wa hyeda I say I choose to ignore. So sometimes you ignore some of these bongo like bongo-ish. Bongo the motivation.
Yeah, me about the one for you.
But yeah, oboni for jiji we mpini. So oboni for jiji mi ame mpini.
Nti wana wo so wana ya oboni for. Say ga ye me a. Wo bibia. Yes, wo pa. Nti afi ya jiji wa. Amba. Wo ya de ya amba. Wo jiji mi aka onu a ya we chichim. Nti onu so no eka. Nti me chichim. But ni suba no so se me chichim.
Anopai say wajije me baako if you papa
na minkasa yo
ne wajije me baako
wo boa say ya de wo mu anopai me nka hwe o chi ami ameje so bo ye sorry ya ne ye be kwa echi wo no mo
ni akoka
to aboa
ni akoka
as of man for enkom
ni akoka
fa ho be
da me ba
Wada pata na se a o be dey se yeah great
I was in for makwa babio
afi akose mame ko owura Maxwell Bunu ya wo ye trustee wo CETAG board no eso enu aye ni di nkomo abusuafo mu nim so ono de agisi e poto kakra enti mu fa nche yen enne omunya fa disu eni mai but enu ade na menum ye na me the power too. Good morning, Mr. Bunu. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning, madam, and thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. So finally, you've called off the strike.
Yes, please.
Are classes or lectures beginning today?
I think, as might have heard, the fact that the office of the vice president also intervened. There was also a meeting at the Plaster House, and also looking at what transpired at the conference hall of the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations. Council met yesterday in the morning around 9 a.m. and took a decision to suspend the strike and give government the benefit of the doubts, and hoping that the outstanding issues, they'll be able to take steps quickly to get them resolved for members. You agree with me that in the during the period of the strike, members have traveled to other locations. Some have gone to their hometowns and all that. So after the decision has been taken, letters have been sent to will now be sent to the local chairman, which will be communicated to the principals And we expect that latest by Friday, Peter should be at post. You must also understand that the students have also gone home, and from the checks, it is today, tomorrow that we expect them to report, and also Prinkov, CETAG, and also CETAG certainly will be discussing the new calendar, how to restructure the calendar so that the students do not suffer unduly. So that is where we have gotten to.
I see. So latest we should take it that lectures will begin probably on Monday.
Exactly so. Exactly so.
Okay. But this mention of the Vice President intervening, I think I heard it for the first time yesterday in the afternoon, because in the morning when I was talking to you, you never made mention of that. When did he intervene, and what was his intervention?
The office of the Vice President invited us. That was on the 15th of August, Thursday, and was represented by his advisor, special advisor, Fred Owari. So that took place, and there were a few things left unresolved. She also promised to get in touch with the sector ministers, and before we had the last meeting on the 19th, that was Monday. So we were at the Vice President's office on Thursday before 19th. That was the 15th. The 19th, Monday, we met with the Minister for Employment and Labor Relations and the Minister for Education.
Okay. So then by that, one would have thought 15, 16th, you would have called off the strike, but you didn't. So you met the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations 4 days later. And even that, like you said yesterday, you were also dilly-dallying on calling off the strike. So why this long time?
Not exactly. Like I said, the intervention that advisor made, that's Fred Owari, there were a few things because he himself admitted that there were certain things that he needs to check on. So there were a few things left. And we're expecting that there will be a call from his outfit to our president. But whilst we were waiting for that call or that interaction, there was a letter served on us earlier for the Monday's meeting. So we couldn't have said that because that intervention took place, we wouldn't go for that meeting. And indeed, the meeting that we had on the 19th, that was on Monday, actually brought a lot of our unresolved issues into perspective. And that's how come we think that council had to do the needful, which took place yesterday. Okay.
So now we should be certain that from Monday going, lectures at the colleges of education are going to begin.
Exactly so. But of course, like I said, the students have to report. And because of the strike, most of them have gone home. All those stories we have been hearing that they were doing practicum and some are doing teaching, there was actually there was nothing like that.
For real?
But we don't want to go into those things. So about 90% of the students have gone home. So now that they have also heard that we have suspended the strike, we expect that they should start reporting to college from today.
I'm surprised because CETAG said, I think just this Monday, that the campuses should be open, the colleges should be left open. After CETAG had even made a request that they should rather close down the colleges.
Yeah, if you listen to CETAG, they have also been on air and they have repeatedly made the point that about 90% of their colleagues have gone home, and that was what informed their decision demanding for the closure of the colleges. It was not for any other reason. The fact of the matter was that at the beginning, only few colleges engaged their students to do the practicum. That's what we call supported teaching in school. Most schools didn't even have time to plan for that activity before the strike started. So those information, I don't want to go into it. There was virtually nothing of that sort happening. That's why we decided, sometimes it is not good for you to be on air and be challenging your superiors and all that. We gave CETAG that due respect. But the truth of the matter was that there was nothing of that sort going on. The majority of the students have gone home. And if your stations were to go to the various campuses, you would have actually seen that there was nothing of that sort going on. So it is now that the students have heard that we have suspended the strike, and there are various platforms got the letters we signed, and we hope that today they'll be reporting to join the few that are around. In my college, for instance, we have a student population of 851. And if out of 851, 100 of them are on campus, eating and sleeping. So is that the majority on campus doing a practicum? Which kind of practicum?
I see, but like you said, we are all hoping for the best. So we thank you for your time this morning, hoping and praying that by Monday, colleges of education will be active with academic work as usual.
Sure. We are hopeful that from Monday going, I think things will change. Thank you very much for the opportunity once again.
Thank you too, sir. Ora Maxwell Bono, CETAG, Colleges of Education, a teacher from Kabum Kuno. Woye member so ena ye ni na di nkoma afidie sian strike ni di afidie tinton time nanso ebere omo call strike no said the school for no kuko ofie ni ade no said na gite keke school ni yemie ni abie nanso na dan no ni abie nipa bi ani wohwe nkoso wo nti afi na school for na omo gigi ntete aba be ye teacher for na ankasa no afi no omo beba sese omo ni omo principal for no so koye meeting ni ade na omo said the calendar no de eno kan assistant yes so omo said the omo be ya enema be siansi ni dada nti ne krakra no ebi a emfa ne se free juada ekono na omo be hye adesua ne adekirase gidigidi pa wo omo college sinemu nti ni e kan che tag for no CETAG we Teacher Trainees Association of Ghana say afede mo amwate nti no mo SRC ni mo leadership no frefre mo ho na monko to as mo be then you have been affected through no fault of yours, but it is what it is. You need to go back to campuses and prepare nti mo mo ho na monko yenko ahoma ni subiem na Ora Charles Amofa PA Sports Minister we PA Mass Sports Minister Ora Yusuf Mustafa. Charles, good morning.
Morning, Miniaba.
Ano peye da sepa se bibia boko de.
Bibia boko.
Pacho sika sempa na musimutua ma GBC efi se minister said 3.5 and 3.6 no. GBC for say there be sempo GBC the end just 2.5 and at the car called third parties wa GBC say omo anya 2.5 bia $105,000 and a omunya.
You mean about Madasi Mexia Washefo on pay. In fact, we can bring a spokesperson for the Ministry of Youth and Sports.
Okay.
Your executive assistant, Yama, on also able to make it different. And come on, we shall see a nano juada and a public accounts committee. I invite the National Sports Authority and the National Sports College, that is Winneba. We should appear before the committee. Now, Ska bind their Maya Juma in the year 2022. Yemba Mebuhun Konta. Now, the attorney said, Bibiano, agency Biano, the agency Bia, a mother ministry. And two agencies here, MSC, any MSC. Yes, Ministry of Youth and Sports Affect. Inti na sa sitting o agency no need to me say one kasa wo de wa hon de beko de bia na say wunya o sector minister ana say ni deputy o be di moni na makọ public accounts committee na ikopi mu ho no ye boy en common na wi ye bu ye konta wi ye no na honorable members no ewo another session say bi obi wo public interest question dia otimi bisa enti mo na minua me brother honorable Sam George ebisa honorable minister say minister African Games amoye na manya na say technicians omo ye adwuma ma GBC omo aketua na say allowances enkoye ayembia mo tua GBC ska esese mutu omnana enti emu ono na minister on say enya ministry ni na appear before the public accounts committee two agencies no enti minister no on top of his head no can say yes yetua GBC ka within the range of in excess of $3 million. But yetua say the Ministry of Youth and Sports in Komonan Kasankasa say before the African Games, the Ministry of Youth and Sports any the state broadcaster agreement yetua say the open bid for all media houses or more interested on between cover African Games. Companies be buy. But GBC, one, na quotation form kakra. Two, na in the wisdom of the ministry, so now ministry per se, would just be a friend of legacy at the GBC. Then we share the quantum of money a bit to mom. On bet media to store more equipment. Say, a bigger event than GBC betting a cover. We share legacy projects, ministry, and I be on person with their legacy projects. African Games now. Oko baby to say University of Ghana na stadium na wo ho no. Go say na adaho ache. But before the African Games no, ministry ni ye nhyema yetimi man facelift. Sisi a meeting aka say yebetimi esi aka ho no ye for University of Ghana. Oko botima na your sports complex kese wo ho no ma agudi bebre ebetimi akoso wo ho no mo. And also another legacy project. Come here, baby, other places now, legacy projects now, a dozen. Ain't a banner, there media rights no, no ministry now, against or the Bema GBC. Ain't Usher agreement, and sending social media, GBC, and the official media rights owner. Now, agreement in the GBC has the right to contract.
Mr. Mofa. Semintwa no a ene de ni nyina no se de mukra mu statement ne baaye no wo mu saa ya bobo eno so a nanso we nyina achi no na GBC se 2.5 million no a minister se mutua ma wo mo no omo nsa nka sika bia saa se de okoka o public accounts committee wo no nti omo make reference to enra 20th of August, Ebra Minister called Public Accounts Committee on say omu no mu just 105,000. Now bobo technical team, private technical team be me and Sebi Sudin and PGS Quality Media Production SL and the production room TPR. And no so cry no was say Honorable Sam George can say edodo na asi entua wo mo. Enti GBC said the mu kan no matio but say mo ma mo 2.5 for there be ti hono na kan ye hwehwe se enchemu ben na wo ho
yo mi aba mami kan ti ama enra ye press release no osha ye ma ye GBC it ya $2.5 million in two tranches. First tranche no yetia no 13th March, that is during the African Games, $1 million. The second tranche no $1.5 million. And only yetia no 22nd May. Sa payment in na home documentation ho me pemuni na bepa. And the third tranche $1.5 million and upon the instruction of the state broadcaster GBC. Usha agreement in more a woman say bibia any third party be obediano and no in ministry no ejuma nina agreement no between GBC any parties no and based on instruction from the state broadcaster GBC almost the brain through correspondence no so muntia nkofo we says cano into the third tranche $1.5 million no the third campaign it is so far there.
Mr. Mofa, enti se sika we akodi GBC for ho no mo se sika bi asa ma omo. Mr. Mofa, enti sika ya akodi GBC for ho, ena nso omo se sika bi asa ma omo.
Mini about video messa press release it was based on documentation, ne correspondence, ne letters. Couched in the agreement between the Ministry of Youth and Sport and the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation.
Format mention na muditi asa sikai sa sikai fan saying system ben so na enti be ma yenya evidence say yetua ye ma GBC.
But online obetimi etin.
Jo na me busa say mutua no kwan ben so format ben so na mo fa ditua sa sikai di ma GBC.
Oh, sir, payments there, Director General Nakayano, through transactions. Payment be through by way of checks to accounts and all that. And it is any American, so yeah, documentations, any correspondence, a GBC, about Ministry of Hidden Sports, based on that, and the year payment. Mama dates, you know, the 13th of March during the African Games next starting on the 8th, in the on the 24th of March. 13th March, and a first tranche of $1 million.
And no, a bank to bank transfer, and I say a check payment, and I say entire see it's not supposed to happen, but it's a cash payment, and I'm my GBC.
And it's so far, and say, payment is broadcaster through legally established payment mode. Mama dates your documentations to that effect. And this year, the senior minister can't say before Parliament, and it was not the ministry that appeared before Parliament, Public Accounts Committee.
And Pacha, yeah, Judy, yeah, Jitum, Nemo, me, we say legally recognized mode, you know, dear Hinsa, one Nanka, and yes, you and your GBC fire catch on, say, Monko Shabia, mo bank transaction way, and I'm Munko be some accountant way, and I'm Munko yes, saying, Tina me, Bisa say, it's dear, wow, can say legally recognized mode, you know, dear Himbia, who say, and your back,
in your Bama Manian simple amount. The letter, what side letter, Director General of GBC Trocoma Public Accounts Committee. Based upon payments that have been effected to GBC. What benefits and our entitlement $105,000.
Okay.
If you are not testified, another no check the payments are possible. Legal.
And no chair, but one say, I say, payment now or more now, cost or more, ebro dear ministry to say a tiano. And I want to check the checks, their call March 24th, need their call May, a BNY 105,000, a year more than that. Inti one say, what a crown, there's some disparity there.
The way the is very simple.
Okay.
GBC a contract company in
okay.
And on one year command.
Okay.
And the GBC has a CC an entitlement of the total amount $105,000. Into on GBC state broadcaster Nankasa said the letter of Chokoma PAC in Adia to say there has been payment, but almost benefit and I said what they are due for. And our percentage of GBC honor 105. They've not denied the fact that you are
and Pacha, okay, statement in the year, dear, or person say, and I mean, Kakra Mountie, almost person, almost making reference to Minister someone or Kokaye, and the Omuchokoma, chairman of the Public Accounts Committee, said the Honorable Chairman, referring to payments, you know, payments for African Games and to technicians. And your person said 2.5 for Noah. Minister say even if enune deal them cry omunsa anka no maka say oh ye my 2.5 then we took 105,000 out and we used the rest for so and so or gave it to this Mr. Bofa what am I saying
the ministry's correspondence and payment to GBC no ye tria two tranches that comes up to $2.5 million directly to GBC, and at the third tranche, the year 1.5 was based on an instruction that is $1 million. Sorry, was based on instructions from GBC by way of correspondence. And a Ministry of Youth and Sports.
Okay. And Mr. Mofa, in this situation, no, say I want to be prove say 2.5 koi and 2.5 anko. Who is to prove that?
Documentation.
Okay.
So and documentation, and only the shares of the year press release.
Okay.
The baby say ye a documentation in the channel will do so.
Mr. Mufaya Dasi Paya, who saw Nam Council Crown from a word in tea. Yenya will not come. Ye Dasi. Bongo see we are no beshia. Inti Ura Charles Amufa kasama for Ministry of Youth and Sports. So omuda soe and say omudie sikano omotia. We are just hoping say with the media house to media house GBC for no so ebeti ase na o mama ye anu ye kakra. Sente sanso no mutie ya GBC Director General Prof Amir Hassan said the ministry nature ni say sikano di omotua mamo. Omo evidence. O match the dates 24th March the omude maamo May the omude maamo mo de 2.5 no 2 tranches eno omutuaye nti enkrofo ne omobrofo the ball is now in your court.
My question kakranti so omutuye scan omo acknowledge say the CV ultimately what's your first tranche second tranche akọ acknowledgement be emba send me between me transaction exactly
ebe ya dance ya to
home dance say ampa one mami 2.5 something
and Mr. Mufaku nti awia bongo sa
awia me den beba 101 na baby nso na chire ma adwene say ona omuka say third party in GBC for na ko form buy some the right Mr. Mufaku yes nti adena sika be say 3.6 million dollars na me contract me dia me ko for aban me mo me $105,000 Lona Mufa say GBC atiom share ni $105,000
also mo share ni $105,000
e bi o mo share ni $105,000 ndi me
ma kon mo die
me nya contract na makofa wo ya aba na makofa fi a kire ba na contract $3.6 million no mem dey $105,000
dia kan
ni wan so no maka say time na omo ebie kwan say obi a opese be family no omo na no omo dey which is $3.6 million
and I'm about the local capacity. The local capacity no mum at the end $105,000 na omo mfru abrochi na omo be come won mum
abeboa omo no
omo dey over hey
baby.
We should look at it though.
You and who are the
you and who are the clarify my
yeah
but if we are looking at say sister evidence what are we going to look at
yeah we feel one year show
exam and we are a show
yeah
we are a show
because everyone so GBC no according to bid that no for be amana be bona or no out of $3.6 million they share $100,000 $105,000
me one so the proposal no the buy no one can $105,000
from tin ye de we the ma
in as much as there was $3.6 million after ye den na
no the
or ba be $105,000 see
no is mo the contract ma outside company na mo share the GBC bata one na say
Adekoma
so that say because who your GBC data dey na
Adekoma who can asem no to us I say aso
who your GBC
last one to me kan wi last one yenko
last one GBC elect mu no say ministry to third parties be $1.5 million no mo je to me free GBC or GBC say
almost says our third parties, Honorable Sam George say they have not even been paid.
But ministry says
chairman or say the following organizations were responsible for the technical production, PGS, quality media production, SL, then TPR, and then of the total amount made for the games, GBC was only entitled to $105,000 Therefore, the statement that GBC was paid in excess of $3 million comes as a surprise. Or say the Honorable Samuel Nate George, member and MP for Ningo Pram Pram, also stated that most of the technicians who worked on the African Games have still not been paid. GBC wishes to put it on record that there are no outstanding payments to local technicians who were engaged by GBC to work on the African Games. all payments to local service providers have been effected. GBC staff who were deployed were paid a daily subsistence allowance of 100 Ghana cedis. Yay, mobrasem. To say dimu say omukotwa yi. Omuntu de benya nketua no hwe 100 cedis a day. Saying, oh, it should be and no cry omo call location no. Each on location. It should be stressed that only staff who were at games location were paid. There are no outstanding payments to be effected. And out of that 105,000, or no GBC no cry technical team no far omo to tia say outsiders so say any staff mommy uncle why mommy uncle na nsem no cry de
ayi be
sikani bi ayira
ayo hu baby afa
sikani bi ayira mommy uncle until sen krata be ba be dia dance GBC so be ba be ka che say oh sa omu tia ye hu no which be ye de kakra
yeah the 2.5 million dollars at account
na mi bisa say we tia sika
$2.5 million
ya receive
yeah there are two accounts no well yanto aso
ade empa na ebe ye ni aduro ni edi akohwehwe
no check account say meto bia mumenu bia account
enke ya bia boko de account na esi di account
na aba beto we are
say ko wani ma
e kwa we are
yeah jide
the more enjoy na munya be ma mo wani ama me mo fem
afi akoma fi bongo se makanjo ye nko
graphic de Obokata eni mission story o de Obokata ne chia say National Disaster Management Organization twenty year friend NADMO etu atorenchem ana atorenchem edua ene ye frɛ wo nti ye from atorenchem aboafo ekuo wo mo kyerɛ sɛ enche empanyifo obeboabo mo ano na bagre ene Kopenga dams no o ma bie Burkina Faso na ebie dams say ye nyina nim de esie eya ye nuanum kwa ho kyerɛ ene ahonyehie mu pa o munya baabi enna na wo niema bo o ma bo nyenye no na wo mufudie bebre na so asɛi amakyese baabi o mbefa no ahomete pa eyiye eno na NADMO say ehu ohun ni mpre no so we sie enti afi kwa de de eba bebie no omudi nhihye bi egu akwan so a ebetumi aboa na wo mhihye ni bi kra ene se wo mbetumi apɛ emia bi a se koba se ebie sa dams mienu e bagre Kopenga dams na omanfo amutan ekɔ ahokyem no obenya baabi edi wonti ato enti ombɛpɛ baabi ombedan kra mom ansana dams no ye bie eno so te koda drone sa emhye mfiamfian ketenketi etu fa wiem edi dwuma ne yesoma no ne koba ne ade no wo mudi bi bedi dwuma na tese ekoba se ye nuan mo akye omo na bia wo momo ewo emia bia ye biebie nso no eyira ama wo ntumi emmen empotamu na wo nkonkro mu enkodi dwa enya nuane ni enema na chese drones no e de enuane ni enuro ene akade bia wo mhia nso e de akoma wo mti weka enhyehyɛ ya NADMO eye no eho afi North East Regional Director Emma NADMO Obra John Kwaku Alasan ene graphic etwetwe nkomo na ochem say NADMO wo emergency operation center no so e ya de a ejina ne nan so wo mutotom neme nyina eyi se de be ya afi ombebo adwuma papa se de be ya de asi etwam emrebe no ebi ensan ensi bio yenhwe enkwa yenhwe ejapade omanfo no mebo mobobo ni nyina omohwe ho asem aka life jacket nso omope akwanya na wo mudi bi ama yenuanam se de obase obi ni madware na eno so obehia bi ede abone nkwa ho ban a obecheche ama saafo ni nyina wonsa etumi aka bi enti afi de yenya mie bagre ene Kopenga dams empo no NADMO etu anamon e de hihye we nyina egu akwan so ansana dams ne bie se de be ya enkofa oye ne bia ema graphic ene this story aba e o de Obokrata no echi ya sei
so mame metua so na me de daily guide and etua so daily guide e the story aba e page 6 Ghana this year do na and e wo abrochiri na okupie mu e wo Gorton e kura e wo Manchester United Kingdom. Arawo sama eba and say Ghana abrantie bi wanya mfinhia aduenu mienu 22 years. Obi nim de si ye. Abrantie sore ya wa hwesekan. Na hwesekan a onfie e wo Gorton, Manchester, United Kingdom. Me mame ai fe no Alberta obi nim. Abrantie a won sekan akuni mame no ya. ni maame nya mfinhyia aduana miensa 43 years na owo ne maame se kan wie a moja pram ne maame no anso ho a ne papa oye sofo a wanya mfinhyia duosia miensa 63 years a efra no Mr. Obinim bachanyo Obinim sofo o Ghana say we aye sofo Obinim a owo Blessed Baptist Temple Church Greater Manchester and a bamu a wanya 22 years Sunday sikan wo ne papa ma ne papa nso ehwe ne nkwa anso hono ma no san call ni sister wanya 17 years no san ne sikan wo ni sister no the one sister wie na nipa ye fast ba ho enti omo so abrantie mu na ni sister ne de omo rush no ene maame ne papa nyina kwa yaresabia omo koye no na se maame ne papa ne de omo ahwere omo nkwa na mom ni sister wanya 17 years ne yesi ba bi oda no ano odin pa as nyame kura mamu a wono so betimi ahwere ne nkwa ndi we ye wu kasam a Ghana ni abrantie wanya 22 years now wo gotten Manchester why ye apostle chese wo mun saka brantie no nemum afa no matutu na no mo hu die eba ni timchi a okodi sa abone no wa wo fo bomodea Ghana shishishi ye do akọ Manchester gotten se ko bo obra wa twese kan e de eku maame o papa de bia wo sister e o Manchester we e ara wo sama e fi gotten Manchester eba and a daily guide e de hunsem aba e wo page 6
ebe winya bia eyasem wanya bia eyasem
wa wo fo ya de wo fi Ghana ha ko Manchester
se den be ni musa ho
e de anko
story na reho
sa abrochi na nkasa yentiamba abrochi yentiamba yentiamba na kromu aze ya
Ebusia for momentu asoi graphic the obokrata na maba the obokrata na nim ha sei opanyi ye banking consultant wa ben e wo sika krabia edwumedie emu Dr. Richmond eto ahene ono na eka sei o se Ghana o mani sika sem no obetumi aka sei Ghana fo a wo mo amnone eniema wo mo de o sika esende ba ebetuatua eniema wo mo de sika na ebeye achadi a wo mo sende sika ede ba no ye kan nyina bom abafukase me friend remittances emfie du entem sika wo mo sende ye so di tua na asase bi kawo so di tua ne dan kawo se ni tibi obi na ebra so na owinu no de be hyemo se wo de eba be che ne maame ne papa ne busuani anana damfo bio emfie du entem sika wo ma sende e di free amonone aba a chese omei abem no eye $28 billion mfinhye du entem sika Ghana for a woman o ma sende e de aba o memo eno no enna banking consultant Dr. Richmond eto ahene say so $28 billion remittances ya ebro o man sika si ye de sika koko gold koko ene oil kwa amano ne koton a yenya e de ba o man emu na de enti ete sa ene say won ma o ye koko yen gold ene yen oil ho adwuma no bekom no na chese dodro na ya abrofo yi yemfanfa process mu enkomra yenti de beti ntua ne ade nyina nwie no na chese fa kese na akodi wo mu nsem efa kese no wo mu nsem a emba o Ghana mu owie a obebo akira sesa de akọ ne man esikem tibam na chese efi o memu neko na kakra bi akọ mai emu enti wo hwe Ghana form wa bruchi edwuma wo mu edie so odi sika ba betua bibi ana wo de ba se akyede na eno ma sika eba omemu a chese aba omemu be se mfinhie du entem a chese wo hu ne se eso echen de gold oil ene koko ede aba ewo memu a chese opanyina wa ben ewo sika krabia mu wo de eba betu edwa ne sa enti obenfo a wa ben ewo sika krabia mu dwumedie mu ede tu dwa se ehu behia se empanyifo tena se nom de hihye mapa egu akwan so a ebema aye pepepe omani sika sem se de eflow se de eba se de ekono ebe pepepe se gold na de bawo koko na de bawo oil na de ba anase remittances se Ghana for wa mono ne eba bedi omdwuma ebetua bibika ana wo de ba se akyede no ni nyina ebe pepepepe na aboa ama omansi kasem etum agina graphic ene bo amani de obokrata na enimo ene matoa so ama e okrata fa etoso biensa
waya de kwame mame ne ye famous eni nkomo kakra ye se enra papa bi yes wo je ono ani nkwan free ne nsem e wo ashaman potem ho bambofo ne kodom chese wo ye mpo na bambofo na ekoso ni mu adan din pa na eye ni how famous Machen
Madam Dasi
eti say
nyame adom
papa no anra yes wo je ne nkwan free ne nsem wo ashaman ho no enchemu be ne wo mu
Madam Dasi Pacha diani si Monday ahumachi. Papa na football no UCG 4 pole no titi no or football no ahumachi like 5 o'clock. But omo eko fom sa ahumachi no omo na hu se da bi baby papa no edini ko ye no dangerous now. Omo fe police for ni fire service. According to papa no osi onya kidney problem oko hospital ko say up to now busiafo no susu embuano nti o here there cause no that day Monday na o person oku ni hu susu that day no SSA oko hospital but the obe dipo no onya the odi be ko hospital no susu onya nti panuta no the obeye ni say oyi okuni hu papa ni didi Alfred Agama or the 48 year 48 or the 48 into the SU Ashama Lebanon zone 2 and
na famous papa no ote a friend is saying biem ote Ashama Lebanon zone 2 wa ana ofri ba bi ne ba o oti area honuma be baby oti poti no ono onka kire be o wa Ashama Lebanon honum baby oti ni fia akasa no ye nim be ni didi Alfred Agama 48 Alfred Adama wo
Agama.
Oh, okay. Enti every ben na security for ne ba ho hwan po na yi ni free soro ho e de ne beto for ma yen.
Sisia omo ebu a omo yi no Ashama fire service. Omo a wo moto we no so no. Omo ni police for na ebu a omo yi papa ni free ho no. Sisia omo yi no omo di na omo rashi na ko hospital because omo si ni pressure also ni TB asusu nye nti omo rashi na ko hospital.
Omo de no ko hospital be.
Me hospital omo di ni ko ye nimba na omo si Accra for na omo pese omo hwie no na ni ho atonu nti ye nim se omo arashi na ko Accra na se tema
ase ye sani ahoma bi free ne nan adan okofru po no de ahoma ni bibi chechire ne ho
pa chode bi okosru ho no fire service for omo person omo di ni ba form no omo hu se the way omo best saving in life no nti fire service for kasa na ehwe kwan omo faswa de ni ba form
acha so ofru kosro kese wo ho
bacha
oh ai onu na te so ho na ye hu ni
farmers akọ ahumachi omo ko farmer na ahumachi na eblo alarm say there omo hu ye ni na fire service for saving in life
say di 3 days enti ene follow up na ye nhwe say ne ho te sen hospital ben ne de no ko ye na busuafo bi aba na why
according to papa no o si ade oyare no it's like busuafo bia en buano enti anka say ye benya omo musam wo bi kakra o betimi agbo papa no na oma hwe no hospital na ma saving the life aka bewa
okay but then say hu na busuafo akira kwan say fire for no de na kwai o so omokoto omodwuma so nti hwan na behwe no wo
bache ma
nti ye follow up na ye nhwe why
bache ma
famous we maga ena yeti na manie na chese saa isi Monday na ho mache kra
ohinze duachi na otete ho oyede
oyejide
te otua pylon soro otua so oyede asem kware ho
Enti onu de onfa ho ni de
ebesie
nyame do ne pa se tini furu kodru ho no mo so ahia ya
mu adio
enu ne se ya nso makoni
are ho
yenkwe na monye na momo ne po minya mo kwan
ngo na eko
Mamenko Daily Guide biem na menko page 8 Ghana branch ba ko asini adwuma no se okura din pa abrantie Ebenezer Kwesi Entwi adono afre no Dr. Laiki na Dr. Laiki ana Don Little kana asemi Don Little enso abrantie oyisini no se ye ka brantie ba ko abebre wo wiase pa Dr. Laiki edi wa kotempa no de na brabo ye mfato ho amadasani bi o wiase so hawa mani a wonam no mempa ba se de papa yeso koku ne ho men koku ho menya ho abro na wonnim de nyame ede obesi da achen o se sini adwuma no wono Don Little o mo hyase so mu eyi no na Dr. Laiki adwan ne yomo na Laiki na ni suban ne adinti no na o mo tama ne ye kromfo pa entedu baby na YouTube aba na ma start ye skit no na efe Ghana We Day channel ho na wono Don Little ene na ye boa papa ya na no ya ye be ma we no so ba na no ya kwase ma wono no pa na e play major role e wo mu ana Dr. Laiki Ebenezer Kwesi Entwi ebaye ras nene ebaye no so baye no directors no mo fa ne nya hwe oba no mo pam no ubede wa nti o se na ye boa na gina se da bi abrantie me hu ne pa woni mu enti se mo de mo pam no ne mo mi maketua kra meje no mo ntibi emfama Dr. Laiki eno ne ma Ghana We Day channel no wo mo di abrantie Dr. Laiki ebe kan ho na Laiki obi a wa bra bom pa ye se ono osisui ya chene nkoa emprema akoma konso aposifo a cheno emprema akoma konso wa fafoma fi Ghana akọ Libya nyina pen ankosiaga no de ba Ghana enso ne ye ka one of the best actors wo Ghana say ya Dr. Laiki e ka ho ebi ti Don Little say edu babi na fo hwe the way Dr. Laiki ene na ye bua ye movie na koyie pa no se da bi combination ye tight di mi kura men tweme ho ndo twene ho no na sambua Dr. Laiki ne one of the best actors in Ghana into the Don Little futu de ma Ghana fo nyina ne se o de Dr. Laiki ayem fato ho se bibia woni mi yen amu abamu mu e wo ho ye pamo kra de fo so a unim se ho na ubetimi apeja yire huura ho no na nyame yadoma bia be okay na o hawa na mu sabre no e ma nim mu abamu enchenche wo na afi ebetimi ayeye eno ne afutu a Don Little ede ma Ghana fo nyina afa Dr. Laiki aka Ebenezer Rasnene Ebenezer Kwesi Entwi ensem ho a ene delegate aba e wo page 8.
If you are last one, I'll be the dancing.
My last one.
Now we're the dancing.
Media dancing.
Yeah, great.
Where the West Adan District Court, Sege, Ekwa Setena, and na Okueni ate asamengua. Say the esi onko dem abosumi miensa. Obie na no eka che no yonku Kueni Clement akwese wo. Meshiu ti se bidie. Sa no ka che no. Meshiu ti se bidie. Ai, that is ubekuna fiati as fast as you kra meshiu ti se bidie. Ma se wa brabo. Enna Clement akwese na me akra me nkwan yemu akra na me hu me ho an sei. Na wo be shimi ti se bidie abese ma brabo. Eno page CCTV footage no. Eno o se court madansi endie. Munye me nie Kueni wa bomentene wa threaten me osi onyamia obekume enti yemfa nkwa yemfa mra no na court na tenase ama he worship Victoria Ekua Gansa ene tena adwam se magistrate enti oti adwam no se CCTV mfonyi ene menya nse adanse ene ombepa hwe no mapeti enti omohwe de course ampa ene ne Okuani na nani abri ate asamengua ebuofuo kasa toto ne nsa ebontene koni nua Okuani akweso Clement akweso se wo meshiu ti se bidie messe wa brabo kra enna otemu afon se so obie na no kra kansa no eye ntene ye ka eye wudie criminal so obekasa obetrete wunua se wunya na obekono enti ne gina ne numasem so ebua ne fo na we no onka se ontua sika sa so twin sika na ne ho akoye haprem akofa abada bi onko defiase abosome miensa na onfensua de enya adesua de ma manfo nyina se oni nua nya asem kakra mekuno na mehwe ase na meyese no o se enya kasapa eni kwa se obo nua ntrene enti eno ene asotwe odi ama na okrani ne kwa kodam abosome emiensa na otemu afọ na gye atum se se ne lawyer eso ombedi asem no ofie siesia opene so nenso asotwe wedie na wo so ode ma no na ye adesua de ne se na ho ede ma obia wa no asema ebepie aba ebra obuofuo na woni nua enya akasakasa we eye chronicle kratafan etoso mienu
afidia dance no
Madance die yo okay eko e dia ma se West Closet obapa se wa medase papa me mo achen so anope se West Closet etontade oton bags mpaboa accessories kakra bibia be ma ho ayefe bibia be ma wa ho sisi en edimu na wa kwantuo ayekama ene se West Closet endi nkita ho emame odoko traffic lights na ase ena se West Closet ewo technophonia the next building upeja wani weso a ubon se West Closet ena ewo hoi ene mapade onfanye hwe nebo edafom ene nkasa 0243 508 635 0243 508 635 ofre na wuntumi nkwa shell size Shatari type awupe se wa be delivery fe e di amount e wo Ghana bebia within next minutes na chese onsa aka won niema no meda na se ana Bella Work Center so eye me short hair e di ema me Bella e won kran hair ya minim eti amasha eye ofe ne bo enisro ewipa e no de eye obehye ama afatao kama ene Bella entwetwe nkomo no ma weeks ana weavonsa efe 055 304 1995 055 304 1995 with the mabuafo no ase.
We are the perfect people.
Oh,
let's go.
Perfect. Yeah, ne kwame dear. Okay, ebusiafo na media seda ma St. Philip's Enterprise. Ebusiano pay o de ehwe atade ehwe mi. Oh, kanu kre. Makonta mi hwa efe ho.
Hwa efe.
So makonta mi da mam yunu nta. Enteja. Ma hefo nyina ma.
Why de?
Eya me nkontafo.
Sister Jai wati. No nto asonye sa we obese nyina another thing.
Onyenya nkoe.
Se wa we ni tia de.
Mo nya be ma. Mo ofase mo ba. Am Saturday ni ko yi pa. Oh, kanopre. Ya nka me sorry gina ho anka be hu atade ni.
Jiji.
Ewia me ba me gina.
Ewia be gina. Ti o mo be hu se die sitie ne trousers na. E fe fabric na fe pa.
Ebi na shewe.
Ai, me so me dey na man for sending me message. I like your top, I like your top. Me say shade two piece white. What's it piece?
Top and down.
Up and down.
Now ba. But when you now no e fe no. Perfect man kaftan. E ntade aba. You say Black Stars place in no no show. Na say ntade e she mi pa mi hu se bi she Sulemuntari e o program bi ase. Na e fata ni say Derek Boatin akọje ni de ko dwa samwa agimambadu samwa inkum Jerry Akamenko se place no obi e to ne de. Ebusuanye place nkwa na e she. Obi e tumi she bi. We unu fefefe sa no. E popo material dia pa wo de so mu hwe oh ai ti wi so monye yi. Quality pa. Na ne bo no so fu ye ka kire wa akora be shock wo. O de ne so be first in Phillips Enterprise. No ato de. We no wo betimi atu aton. Wo nya mfaso. Mo amodin tade tutu social media mo status me de no. Fa bi tutu ho. Obi ka so papa no fast. Akọ St. Phillips. St. Phillips da offering dem bia obefa. E ho eton mema trousers, khaki, jeans, Lacoste, t-shirt, shirt, suit, jacket. Mema ntade nyina. Ora Philip Dankwa St. Phillips autonomy. No o iskenia on kire ne ho. O friend na no afa. E barely one na no afa. Ni number ni 0244 14 72 12 0244 14 72 12 Mokobi shoes.
Yeah.
Mokobi shoes.
Yeah.
Ora David Kwadwo Amwaten. Papa yi o guy wate. Na nie bie. Mr. Amwaten. No da say o ma me ene yakuna ma.
Oye me PSA.
O PSA prekope.
Ani.
Se ma me ni abi, di ne ba ni abi.
Me da wase. Me ne me ba ye da wase.
Me pa cho. Se o pempa boato akọ program bi, occasion bi. O pempa boa ntem so, o pe delivery. O dia na so be frem ko bi show. Ba bi e wo bi a o pempa boato. Mpa boa papa. Efe na boa no efo no. Mokobi susu nko na ton. Ora mo ate number ni. Jennifer Nsia 0244 21 5457 0244 21 54 57 na ya me ho busuafo ache
sao
ni papa no me wo
intien shishele na wako na komo de
papa no me
ai de ye be frɛ that Doctor say call the despite Ubabongo so that doctor so for example what fazie bongo jewo Doctor Father Dixon na dia cousin ni wono come here dey be can say
I know
Father o cousin ni bongo
o cousin ni bongo say I say dia ni cousin ni e dey father ya o cousin ni bongo but your cousin hwehwe o e na lawyer Kennedy Asante o say obra hwehwe o e no for paye o for say special nephew say maninto ka sheki wo Dr. Nick Danso abia Cheki wo ho na no makoje awards Ghana
Link
na
me enka ye
Ghana Link win award
o munya be 4 awards na no Ghana Link win awards
the office is so Ghana Link
office
National Communication Awards yes okay IT adwuma omubo adwuma pa yes Ghana Link enti head of IT enya award na ofa enso nya entrepreneur of the year IT or communication entrepreneur of the year enti Ghana Link enya award Dr. Prince Alvin Kwabenansa ono ye chief technology officer ma Ghana Link ono eje award ni bi na ye wofa Dr. Nick Danso fi ahihye ni ye nyesa bongo ni ebenya Dr. Nick Kofi Danso Abiam Eje enso je CEO technology entrepreneur of the year and na managing director Bawa enso Eje technology Africa award video Ghana Communication Awards
my idea
mabusu dia edwuma pa enti
awards advert na dia ya bo ya busu mu die edwuma pa enti awards
so do ya
money edwuma my idea
that's true in fact in one of my school classes my lecturer back say you see your boss Dr. Sekwame should be studied in school but in Ghana we don't do that
and then subjects
onipa no kasa no so ye doctor communication mo nam say almost say ne de no ye na ye fuom de anya papa I say no CNN have their style you too have your style we can study you and write it that this is the format and I'm say also for na wakasa nti ebi be ko school but obi so practical obi so the practical no be fa but your maimu a bi so kura certificate na yakase wa ya ade kwa me kan title yi na ye be ye den
okay what most men don't know about their sexual function.
Thank you. Anyway, you be na wa pomude so.
Remember we be ni mufa omomodembo owompam.
Chale wo din on.
Okay, wo dey omomodembo wompam. Dr. Samuel Amanamaba ye be busa no say yes san ye pa
tra. 1 minute for na we 1 minute for.
Pa cho ye kwa we ni apomude kwa bo ye kwa sisia.